fielder from Cabot John, Maryland. Number 1, Julia Coran. Number 5, 5'5" senior attack from Catonsville, Maryland, Hannah Lopez. Number 6 is Sam Silverman, a 5'4" junior. And it is Kahn who absolutely shuts the door on Casilli. So both teams with an opportunity, but F&M the better look as we are underway. Franklin Marshall coming in 15-2 overall. They finished the Centennial play 8-1. Their only loss coming to Gettysburg. They were 6-1 on the home and 7-1 on the road this season. They are 2-0 in neutral site games, which this is. Come in with a 16-goal against Haverford. The game was at Haverford and ended up a Franklin and Marshall win, 18-11. Neither team was really playing for much other than who would wear what color jersey here today, as they both knew they were in the conference tournament. Hey, trying to go to the far side, and a nice crossover with a stick there from Kahn, who comes in with an 11.64 goal against average and a .449 save percentage. In the meantime, Kitchen, one of 4 goalies for the Diplomats, has played a bulk of the time. Comes in with an .832 goal against average, .523 save percentage. She's also the team leader in ground balls and caused turnovers. Not a stat you normally see from a goalie, but we'll talk more about Kitchen next opportunity. Years before being named head coach at Haverford. That's somewhat familiar if you were watching the previous game. Washington's head coach had also had some time in the Centennial Conference at Gettysburg. Washington actually had won 10 of the first 15 draw controls against Gettysburg for a team that only tended to win about 45% of draw controls this season. Get a whistle, but we'll restart. Best change to the women's game was the stoppage of the freeze tag rule. F&M and Gettysburg, 2 teams in the Centennial Conference that have almost been automatics to get to the championship weekend in Division III women's lacrosse, but it hasn't been always that easy. I guess they called it out now. Or they called it a foul. Of course, it is the blue lines we're playing, which are a little bit further than, I think, the soccer lines. Haverford back to work. F&M showing the capability of giving a team fits for 120 yards. Forwards just getting over midfield with 66 seconds on the possession clock. Will cross in, and they'll have more than a minute to go on training line to get the official clear stat if they can. Blasting through was Kinney there. She gets a foul drawn by Marino. Try and go backwards and do it again. They'll switch fields, go to the far side. Birch on the way in, but great job by Krieg to come in and steal that pass. Kind of almost saw that one coming. And we're going to get a timeout called by Haverford as they look to settle things down and maybe take the lead. By Marino, who comes from behind to get the steal. Haverford, who's given up 3 straight, will try and tie it here on a lovely March day. It's May. I understand. It's a turnover with the ripper there. Women's lacrosse, men's lacrosse, soccer. Much like ice hockey, you got to get the shot across the line before the buzzer sounds. Unlike basketball, it just has to be out of your hand. There's a turnover there. Bray picks it up. Just 2 saves the entire game so far for the Diplomats. Just a wonky game. Haverford back on the offensive look Let's see who Ferenc is trying to pass. So Haverford now with a chance to clear, and will do so. Good job again by Krieg. It's really a tough bubble anyway, as Ferenc gets that steal up ahead to sponsors as they were a few years ago. Was that way last year. Of course, the year before, they were at Ashland, Virginia at Randolph-Macon. The year before that, they were at Roanoke College. Happened to Ferenc, who just picked up the ball here. I'm Dave McHugh. Welcome into the broadcast. Oh, turns it over. So far, F&M with 25 shots, just 12 of them on goal. Haverford has 17 shots, 15 of by Severston, and then turned over. Timeout called. 2 lead at one point for F&M. It was a 6-4 lead for Haverford at one point. It was a 9-7 lead for Haverford. F&M also led at 1.76. Goes all the way to the goal, and paying attention was Kahn that time, and Kahn picks it up. Of course, last time we see similar to that, Haverford was the one passing, missed their intended target, and found in the back of the net. Ferenc with the wonkiest of goals, and stopped Birch from getting the tough angle goal. 6 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter. A tie ball game. Winner will take on Gettysburg for the championship in the Centennial tomorrow. And collision and foul called against the Diplomats. Depends on which fan group you're listening to. Depends on how good a call that was. Yeah, I did hear one side not happy and one side thrilled. Clear is good. Leave made on Monday as the heave by Keys. Krieg throws it all the way up to midfield. Haverford trying to hold on to it, cannot. We're down to 22 seconds, and that's probably going to do it. There's not any way to get the ball back.